Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in for another energy flow. This energy flow focuses on the month of October. So we're going to take the energetic temperature for October. And the last few weeks, if you have not been feeling it, I have been feeling it. Things have been ripe with change. They have also been rebalancing or trying to recalibrate. October is really a month about that rebalancing in a very large way. October is also about the unknown, okay? So there's going to be a lot of this confronting the unknown and where your mind goes, where your focus goes in these points of the unknown. So, for example, let's just say you experience some sort of loss or you experience some sort of surprise, and maybe it's not the most pleasant in the moment. How do we sit in that energy, and how do we accept where we are, sit in the present, and how do we move through it without immediately pivoting to fear? So that's part of the theme of October. And connected to that theme is essentially what you do for yourself, or how you manage your mind in times of fear. So having this self-reflective process in which we can accept the unknown. So that's a big lesson to learn. That's a lot, right? So October is going to teach us a lot of that, but that also puts us into a mode of flexibility, which is amazing. And that flexibility, it develops a greater security, a greater strength. There are going to be a lot of different aspects in regards to your material life that come up this month. So when I talk about material life, I talk about job, money, relationships, time, physical things like physical attributes, and also your personal health. So all of these things are going to come up in October. And we're really going to find a greater sense of strength and balance with them by embracing the unknown, by embracing this ascension that we've never navigated before. So this ascension is essentially getting into putting us in challenge mode or learning mode, so we can develop an openness to the possibility of something greater. Okay, and that's really what is developing here. And that also looks like connecting with people that you don't usually connect with. That can also look like finding a newfound independence, which is new and unknown for you as well. So lots of these connections and dispersals, finding yourself in independence mode, or finding yourself coupled with something that actually gives you strength. So October is also going to be about relationships. Libra season, cuffing season, is generally associated with relationships in general. Sometimes Virgo season is too, but we're really talking about why we are making these connections, and are we still the same person when we made the connection as to who we are now in this specific connection. And if we're looking for connection, it's a really good time to get out and explore and really connect energetically with people that are on the same wavelength as you. So when you do find somebody that you connect with as well, it's nice to test the waters with that and be like, why am I attracting this? Or why is this person attracted to me? So it reflects, and it gives you a little bit of a mirror. Libra season is like a mirror. It's how do we balance ourselves through relationship? How do we come to a greater balance within ourselves through relationship with others? Okay, so that is the main theme for this month. And within that theme, there's also the practice of trusting that you are held. So trusting that you are held by the universe, trusting that you can be vulnerable despite maybe past trauma, despite maybe some things that haven't worked out in the past. It is a reminder that your present and your past does not define your future, and everything can change like that. So you could be out of a job, or you could be out of your home or your current relationship. You might have incurred a separation over this last little while. Things could change very rapidly right now, and you could find yourself in a divine connection, a better home, and a more lucrative job that's easier and where you make more income. So all of those things are completely possible during the month of October. And it's wild because it's secret. So there's no way for me to be able to explain to you how to navigate that. It's more so navigated by unwavering faith and trust and being vulnerable with yourself and others about your feelings. Because the more that we share where we're at with one another, the more that we recognize, oh, we're not so separated after all. We all feel these things. So it's a beautiful coming together through splitting apart. So that's another one of the themes. And you do have a safety net. Like, the safety net is there. It's just hidden. So unwavering trust and unwavering faith is how we will get through it. And faith sometimes can be like a religious experience to some, but faith is really just trust. So when you put it into that sort of mind frame, it becomes a little bit easier, at least for me. So those are some of the themes. Now, there's also this theme of building, of making new blueprints, of making new plans, of making sketches of some of these new things. And once we get in more information over the fall, so over this month and through the winter, we'll be receiving a lot of information. We'll have to become, or we'll want to become, more receptive to some of this new information that's coming in. We have Mars in Gemini still, and it's going to be there for quite some time. It's going to turn retrograde at the end of October, and then it's also going to stay in Gemini all the way until March, I believe. So it's a long period of gathering new information. So I would be gentle with myself, because we can only do what we can do with what we know, but there's more to know. There's more coming in. So it is a good time to check in with what you think you know. So do you think you know everything? Do you think you know the whole scoop? Do you really think you have full control over things? Because October is here to completely shake that up. And that's not a foreboding thing. It's actually something that you've been asking for quite some time. So ask and you will receive. Absolutely. So there is a lot of receiving that's going to come through in October as well. And there's some financial stuff too, where some of the systems in regards to financial aspects will be a little bit foggy. So that's okay too throughout the month of October. Just make sure that you're being resourceful. And one of the ways that we can be resourceful is making sure our values line up with our resources. This is a really good time if we're thinking about getting independent in our work life. It's a great time for that. So honing in on your skills, what you're good at, what you're passionate at, or where your passion is, and following that. Because this is about really creating through that energetic and emotional channel. October is seeking to rebalance a lot of the things that have been unbalanced for the last couple months. So you will see more balance. Will it appear in the way that you think it's going to appear? Probably not. It might be quite different, but I think that this month is a month to expect nothing and receive and be grateful for everything, because things are changing. Yes, you might be in a liminal state right now, but let me tell you, it's very short term, especially when it comes to October as a whole. So those are some of the things that I've picked up on for October, and I hope that this has been really, really helpful. I drew a card because I always draw a card at the end of energy flow, and I drew the star card, and as you can see, she's pretty vulnerable, and she's got this beautiful net of stars that are surrounding her and supporting her. So it's truly a beacon of safety and nourishment. We can also see the fact that she's like got a little tummy, she's like a little bit pregnant. So we can translate that into there is something in incubation, and we don't actually know what the outcome is going to be like. But as long as we nourish ourselves and realize that we're supported, we don't have anything to worry about. So hopefully this was helpful. Happy Libra season to all my Libras out there, you beautiful people. So thank you again for tuning into Energy Flow. I love you all, and trust. Okay, bye.